special guest this morning. I want to give them full time for their presentation. Bob Loudon is the guest. Bob Loudon's retired, and Bob has brought two guests with him this morning, Scott and Austin Preiss. Scott Preiss. Many say that Scott is the Harlem Globetrotter of table tennis, with his electrifying display of athleticism combined with talented entertainment skills. Scott has been dazzling audiences for more than 35 years and has performed more than 3,000 table tennis exhibitions and clinics worldwide. Sorry, Scott, we need to know this stuff. Scott's a former trainer for the U.S. World Table Tennis Team, was a full-time coach at the Olympic Training Center here in Colorado Springs, and is one of the sport's greatest ambassadors. Scott has appeared on Regis and Kathy Lee 3 times, The Best Damn Sports Show, ESPN, CBS Morning News, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, and more. In 2017, Scott was inducted into the USA Table Tennis Hall of Fame for his contribution to the sport of table tennis. His son Austin has been training in the sport of table tennis since he was 3 years old. Amazing. With 11 national table tennis titles, Austin is a veteran of the sport, having trained and played in China, Korea, Japan, Sweden, Israel, Canada, and England. Not North Korea. He is a 2-time Colorado men's singles and doubles champion, youngest to do so at 15, and at 8 years old was selected as the Rocky Mountain Male Athlete of the Year out of 4,000 athletes from 20 different sports. Austin has been featured on numerous television shows, including The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Turner Sports Network, ESPN, and many NBC, ABC, and CBS affiliated features. He has also met and played against sports legends such as David Robinson, Larry Holmes, Curly Neal from the Harlem Globetrotters, Goose Gossage, and even Arnold Schwarzenegger. Austin currently resides in Colorado Springs and is a physician recruiter for a prominent healthcare company. Austin is also a former NCAA golfer and also speaks Chinese. Please give a warm welcome to Scott and Austin.
That's what you call a tough act to follow. And I happen to be the act. Wait, we're just going to move it back just to save a life today. Because behind you, sometimes we just grew up in a big living room, that's all. Okay, first of all, how does somebody get involved as a professional ping pong player? I wonder, could we make that a little lower? I think it's a little high. In 1972, I missed school that day to go with my brother to a shopping mall in Long Island where I was raised. Richard Nixon just came back from the ping pong diplomacy, established relations with China, and I was the best player in my neighborhood, so I thought I would go over there and see what's going on. Luckily, the U.S. champion called on me, gave me 14 points. The final score was 21-19. He gave me just enough to chew, and that kept me going in the sport forever. I ended up moving to Sweden, I lived in China, and then I ended up even marrying a Chinese, not because she played ping pong. But I've always liked the culture. Over the years, I wanted to thank Bobby Loudon again. Could we just have a nice hand for Bob here? Because he has been a mentor, both as a friend, both in business, and he lives very close to me now. We see each other often, and I want to thank him for having me come down. I think we said enough about Austin. First of all, if you come up to play me, you're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do this. Look. You're not allowed to throw the ball into the paddle. You have to hold the ball in the palm of your hand. Austin demonstrated serve. He throws it up, and then he serves on his side one more time. Throw it up and serve it. That means that you can't do this. Okay, now we all understand. Now let me just ask, how many points are in a game? 21 is a very bad answer. Because that rule changed, and because it was such a terrible answer, that's for you. Okay? Okay, the door is over there now. Okay, now how do you know, let's go with another rule. How do you know who serves first? How many points are you? How do you know who serves first? Flip a coin, that is the correct answer. So once again, you know we have autograph photos. If we sign it on eBay, you can get a lot of money for that. Okay, so we go up to the table, we hit 4 hands to warm up. Oh, sorry about that. We hit 4 hands to warm up. And again, you have to understand that he's been playing since 3 years old. Normally he reads novels while he plays. Yeah, get used to the atmosphere, buddy. Oh, yeah. Did you hear that? Did you want a brand new paddle? Did that hit? We need somebody who can count to 11. Can you count to 11? Tell him to come keep score and give you a brand new paddle. Have a seat. Thank you. Every time I win a point, you flip it twice. When he wins a point, you flip it once. There are 2 ways that you can. Flipping a coin is true. You flip a coin. There's no such thing as 3 and over. The reason is you have 50,000 people watching. Do you think they're going to go 3 and over? No. So you do that, or you hide the ball underneath the table. Austin chooses a hand. He chose the correct hand. He will serve first. We always shake hands. Good to see you. Do you know why we shake hands before the game? Do you have any idea? No, that's wrong, because he doesn't want to shake my hand after the game. All right, come on. 0-0. Happens, and when that happens, there are no rules. Wait, when I do these shows in Arizona, you have no idea how good that feels. Just move the table a little bit down. Give me that ball. If you want to remain scorekeeper, I get that point. Now I know he'll stay. That's for you. Thank you for not clapping. I appreciate that. Nice shot. Nobody knows what's going on. Who's your daddy? Could be the happiest day of my life. Let me enjoy this. 3-4. Sorry about that. Oh, no. There's a reflection coming off this camera. I'm going to let it count. But I have something in store for him. Just give me one moment. Here it is. I mean, he's good, but he's not that good. Please don't try this in your own home. Is that me breathing like that? Jeez. I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry. You gotta be somewhere. I'm sorry. That was on purpose. I'm sorry. Give a $2 DVD to avoid a $20 million lawsuit. Doing enough of these shows. Oh, I'm still winning. All right, so not bad, kid. 6 services. That's embarrassing. Did you see the vein come out of the middle of his head? There was like no control going on. No ball. It's my serve. I'm serving from the north. It's coming in at 3 miles an hour. Just let me ask. Do you have health insurance? You already got a broken knee. You don't have to worry about you. Come on. How far? Couple feet. Doesn't matter. My check is already in my bag. I don't care. It's 8-7. That's your last chance, by the way. Ping pong's a 2 strikes and you're out kind of thing. This is going to be an edge ball. The only one to see it is you. I wanted to thank the Academy. Was it 7-10? The last time I beat you, it was 6. Casual. All right, here we go. Feeling good. Please, not during the show. I thought it was over. Usually it hits the edge. Nice shoes, by the way. Come on. 10-9. Let me give these people a break from my backside. 10-9. Oh, come on. Can I do that again? No. Yeah, I knew the answer to that. The Long Island accent has not helped me all these years, believe me. Come on. 10-10. When it becomes 10-10, each player will serve 1 until somebody wins by 2. We already know who that is. Come on. I think this is a good time to point out that Austin is the reigning Colorado men's singles champion. Let's give it a nice hand. He has, you know why I said that during that point, of course, but in July he'll try for his 12th title. I will prevent that. Come on. 10-11. Paul?
Yes, sir.
I wanted to let you know, when I came down the hallway from the bathroom, I was in concentration, and then you walked by with a paddle in your hand. I want you back. Okay, first of all, stretch out, but we don't stretch like this when we do table tennis. Okay, use your upper body. Get up. You're the first challenger. Wait. Let me finish him. 10-11. You could stretch out. And by the way, table tennis is one of the most gender equal sports. There are 3 members of the women's team who can beat our men's team. True fact. There is 1 bed left at the Olympic Center for training if you're interested. Okay, just let me know. This is match point if it's not mine. Thank you, everybody. While Paul is warming up against Austin, Paul, he is the state champion. Okay, just to remind, no hands in the pockets. Just 2 warm-ups. Did you get all your gifts? You'll never lose another game once you watch that video. Thank you. Paul! Paul! You didn't tell me. That's okay, it's just practice. 1 more. 1 more. Would you mind keeping score, sir? That's the best seat in the house. If you have to leave in the middle for an appointment, you let me know. Yeah, have a seat. Can I get you a cup of coffee? Cream and sugar? Hey, Paul, remember, this is our show, okay? All right, go ahead and hide the ball under the table. Game is to 11. Each player gets 2 serves each. The Olympic score changed from 21 to 11 now. 1 game to 11. Go ahead and start. Wait, give him that point for artistic value. He has friends here. 1 serving 1. Two, 1. Yes. Beautiful. 2-2. Paul, once again, there's $50,000 in Monopoly money to anybody that can beat Austin. Netball. You're allowed as many nets as you like. Come on, Paul. He's a nobody. He's just the best in the state. Come on. That hit the edge. I heard it from here. I know where my tinting is going to be done in a few months. Swan Lake. Come on. 3-4. Nice. Beautiful. 5-3. 3-5. 3-6. That feels good. Come on. 7-3. 8-3. That's it. 4 serving 8. 8-4. 4-8. We're going to send you to Backhand University. Come on. 4-9. That is one beautiful shot. Nice shot, Austin. 10-4. Nice hit. Good ball there. offense, but this is an instructional video, all right? Before I continue, one of the important things for me is I recently opened a ping pong club in Manitou Springs. I'm working with a company here from France. I told them I wanted to serve everybody in the city with dementia, Alzheimer, Paralympics, Wounded Warrior, students, at-risk kids, on and on and on. And I have 7 of these world-class tables. And we have a program every Sunday right now. Still trying to work out how many days a week. But anybody, I left my cards on the table. There are also autograph pictures if you'd like one from Austin and I. And just to remember that staying active instead of inactive, that's the key. So we do need one female challenger. We need gender equal exhibition. So we need one gal to come up. Whoever has played before or who likes to play, you will be a hero, I guarantee. And who would like to? Miss Wyoming? No? Make sure I have my picture taken. How about the one that gets in my way? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, we'll skip. I'm going to take one other challenger before we go. Just do a 3-point game. Anybody play ping pong at home? Somebody, just come on up. Come on up. No, that's not bad. Okay. If you score 1 point, I'm going to give you the paddle. If you don't score the point, what's your first name? Tiffany, you have to do bunny hops around the table if you don't score a point. Okay. Oh wait. I hate you're a lefty. I don't play lefty. Is anybody else who likes it? All right, I'll let it go this time. I'll let it go this time. Hey, come on. Only a game. All right, so you got the stupid paddle. All right. 3-point game. No bunny hops, please. Okay, at least you tried. It's 1 serving 1. If I don't make one of these, I get headaches all day. Now I know what it is. I live in Manitou. I live at 6412. This is 6281. Serving 2, don't worry, there's a lot of other sports out there. Come on, 1, 2. Your serve, doesn't matter. Okay. Doesn't matter. Whatever you do is good. Very nice. Yep. Take that out of here. Hey everybody, once again, my great friendship with Bobby Loudon. Without him, we don't have ping pong today. Very well. All yours. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Scott Nelson. That was awesome. We don't get entertained here very often, so that was great. No, I'm just kidding. So, Austin, I'm going to have you come and pick a lead slip out of our pile here. And whoever, yeah.
We have just a couple minutes if anybody has questions.
Oh, okay, great. Questions?
Yes.
Eddie.
Where's a good place to buy quality ping pong equipment?
Well, that's another story. It depends on how long you want it to last. Like anything else, this table is $2,500. The tables that are guaranteed for 10 years or more are like $1,500. If you go to Dick's, it will last about 2 to 3 years, even though they were one of my sponsors and all. They have equipment. But to get a good table, that's going to be about $500 to $1,000. But it's best just to go online and have it drop ship because most of the tables are not industrial in any of the stores here. You gotta go under the seats to get a table. Yes.
Are those indoor, outdoor?
This company specializes in outdoor. This is the only wood table they do. The others are melamine and aluminum. So the other ones, I can send you some information on it. Pingpongman.com is my website. And again, we have business cards over there. Anybody that has a question about getting friends together for ping pong on your person.
Just ping pong versus table tennis.
You want to answer that, Austin? What's ping pong versus table tennis?
Well, table tennis is the the name of the Olympic sport, and then ping pong is more recreational. But either way really works. But if you want to, speak about the professional sport, table tennis.
Clarify. As long as they pay you, you can call it anything you want. No, that's not what it is. The real history, which I just cleaned my files, it's a trademark name. You cannot use ping pong anywhere in any sports store unless you have permission from Escalade Sports, who currently bought it from Milton Bradley years ago. I have the trademark papers. It used to be Parker Brothers. Then it went to Milton Bradley, and now it's from a company out of Evansville, Indiana, who owns the trademark. But once again, I use ping pong now because I know what it is. As long as people come to the table, you can call it anything you want. So. Yes?
Why the rule change between 21 points and 11?
It's a good question. The reason why they changed it from 21 points to 11 was for viewership. It's very, now you're flipping the channels and it's 3-all. Are you going to hang to 21? I don't think so. So they shortened the game to make it more exciting. They even changed the color of the ball, and they also changed the size of the ball. The ball, that shot that Austin hit to me at 11:10, I remember shots like that. That was about 80 miles an hour. The fastest recorded one from 9 feet is about 96 miles an hour. So when you talk about a ball that weighs 2 grams to create that kind of force. So, any other questions about the sport itself? Yes?
Have you ever played the greatest ping pong player of all time, Forrest Gump?
As a matter of fact, I played Forrest, dressed as Forrest, with Brian Urlacher and the mayor of Chicago at the pier in Chicago. And if you go on my website, you'll find Forrest in there somewhere. Brian, sometimes I do this. I let 2 people win that I shouldn't. I let Brian Urlacher win, and I let Fran Tarkington, if you know that quarterback. Don't clap, he was not a good guy. I can talk now, I can probably beat him up, so Any other questions? Yes? You know, the path to the Olympics is harder than just having talent. The stars got to be lined right with sponsors, your training. We know where he should go. He trained in China with us early at 7. But you have to be realistic. It's a short career, somewhat short career. There's no monetary value. And Austin right now, he bought a home. He's moving in a few months. He's got a good job, and he's looking to his future. Now, once you start sponsoring him, he'll drop everything and go right to the Yeah, Bob could do it too. Bob, I'll take you to China with us. We talked about it. Did you have a question, Mr. Levin?
I did, and I forgot it.
All right. Anybody else have a question?
How big is ping pong in China? How big is it?
In China, there's 100 million people that play table tennis in China. We have 23 million that play recreational. But their system, they support the coaches, the college, the athletes, and Austin just came back a year and a half ago. He was teaching English in China. It's a whole nother structure. The amazing part, there's over 1,000 that could beat our U.S. champion. At least 1,000 players that could beat our U.S. champion. Now you're asking, how come ping pong is not more popular in the U.S.? Basketball, football, hockey, and golf probably have about $15 billion worth of advertising and promotion throughout the whole industry. So it's very difficult to penetrate. Now you go to Germany, you go to Japan, or you go to China, you'll see ping pong on TV every day. So it's all relative to the demand of what goes on. So Any other question, intriguing question before we go? How about asking Austin a question?
Anyone have any questions?
What's it like having him as your dad?
I gotta deal with it every day, but I somehow survive. So. Thank you.
He doesn't ask any more questions. So everybody, if you're looking, Austin and I actually travel around the United States. We do special events. We were just requested at the Gaylord at the Rockies, no offense to the Woodland Resorts. But it's a very interactive place. When we set up 6 tables and a group of 100 come in, we make it so they have the greatest time. And it's very good for team building. It really is. We always make doubles. We always try to have male and female. We always try to have staff together in doubles so that they can learn a little bit about each other than their cubicle in their office. So it's really a great sport that way. I took enough of your time. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Scott and Austin. Austin, you get to pull a ticket out of our pile here.